السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. ازيكم يا شباب عاملين ايه؟ النهارده هنراجع ان شاء الله يونت 9 معايا. يونت 9 is titled with conservation. Conservation. In this unit, we are going to talk about online advertisement for volunteer conservation trips. Okay, new vocab here. Biodiversity معناها التنوع البيئي. Biodiversity challenging تحد أو صعب تعي. Expedition رحلة استكشافية. Native inhabitants. Preserve يحافظ. Scholarship منحة دراسية. Species نوع أو فصيل. Okay. advert اللي هو noun اللي هو إعلان. advert أو advertisement. conservation حفظ أو وقاية. okay. creature مخلوق. culture. digital. endangered here معرض للخطر. ensure environment. progress. project. rainforests. recycling, rewarding, slightly, survival, and task. Okay. This is the first part on the vocab. Okay. Focus on vocabulary. Here, biodiversity. Biodiversity. Biodiversity هو التنوع البيئي. التنوع البيئي. What's the meaning of that? The noun. The variety of plants and animals in a particular place. The variety of plants and animals in a particular place. Here, another word. Challenging. Okay, challenging. Okay, challenging here, difficult in an interesting or enjoyable way. Challenging here متحد أو صعب التحقيق. expedition بعثة أو رحلة استكشافية. A long and carefully organized journey. Okay. Native inhabitants. People who came from or have always lived in a particular place. People who come from or have always lived in a particular place. Preserve يحافظ على أو يحفظ. To save something or someone from being harmed or destroyed. Scholarship منحة دراسية. An amount of money that's given to someone by an educational organization to help pay for their education. منحة دراسية. Species. Okay, نوع أو جنس. A group of animals or plants whose members are similar and can breed together to produce young animals or plants. This is definitions. Okay, here we go, another. Okay, expressions here. Phrases and idioms and prepositions. Okay. Around big cities. At the same time, okay, go on a trip or a journey. Apply for قدم طلب وظيفة. care for different between. Okay, different between. fight for, have a bath, keep clean, make sure, happen to, trusted in, involved in, ready for something. Okay. Okay, here we go to another one. Here we are going to talk about or reading text, pre-reading question. Why do you think conservation here is important in our life? Why do you think conservation is important in our life? As we know, conservation means to keep or to make something safe for something. This is conservation. Book your conservation volunteer trip today. Okay. Here we go. We are going to read this text about the topic. Are you interested in conservation? Are you ready for a new challenge? If your answer to both of these questions is yes, we have some excellent volunteer programs for you. Okay, volunteer لو متطوع, someone who does a job or a task without money or for free. New Zealand, come to New Zealand and help us reserve here. يحافظ على. Okay, the country's unique biodiversity اللي هو التنوع البيئي. You will plant trees so that endangered birds have a far better environment to live in. You will also help us to monitor here, to observe or watch. Monitor here يشاهد أو يلاحظ أو يراقب change in a variety of plant species. Okay, here species means نوع أو فصيل. In different areas. Another slightly more challenging here, صعب أو متحدي, challenging task is cleaning beaches and helping to run recycling centers where local people can bring their waste. 21 days prices with flights from $3,788. Okay, this is part. Here we go, another part. Here be Thailand. Okay, here in Thailand we are involved in caring for elephants who used to take tourists on rides around big cities. You will monitor these elephants' progress as they start their new lives in the forest to make sure that they are healthy and happy. These unique and beautiful creatures love to play with our volunteers, almost as much as they love having a bath in the river with them. 14 days prices with flights from $2,599. Okay, number C, in Brazil. Brazil is well known for its amazing biodiversity. However, the native inhabitants of the Amazon face exactly the same threat as the rainforests. They are also fighting for their survival. You can help the native inhabitants to preserve their language in digital form for future generations. What's more, you can apply for a scholarship for the costs of this rewarding trip. 16 days prices with flights from to 2,599. Okay. Okay. After we have read this text, we have an important question, post-reading question. How can you take part in preserving the biodiversity in Thailand? Okay, this is an important question. Okay, I think we can do a lot of things in Thailand. Caring, I think we are involved in caring for elephants who used it to take tourists on ride in the big cities. Okay, monitor these elephants' progress as they start their new lives in the forest. Taking care of elephants. Okay, this is a important question. Okay, after we have read this text, we are going to check some vocabulary exercises. Okay, okay. Number one, choose the correct answer from A, B, C, or D. Okay. This of desert plant is becoming increasingly rare. Device, species, spice, gender. Okay. I think it's spices. Sorry, species. Okay. Species, نوع, أوجه. Number two, scientists and geographers went on to explore the River Nile, especially in the 19th century. Duties, tasks, expeditions, picnics. Okay, رحلات استكشافية. Yes, very good. Expeditions. The blue whale is the largest that have ever lived on Earth. Creature, feature, pleasure, adventure. Blue whale is a creature. Okay, very good. The art, beliefs, behavior, and ideas of a particular society or group of people are their industry, agriculture, commerce, and or culture. What do you think? Yes, very good. Culture. Chemical waste from cars and factories is harmful to the environment, involvement, excavation, and space. Chemical waste is harmful for or to environment. Okay. Environment. The poor child said that he terrible conditions after his father's death involved, featured, faced, enjoyed. Okay. What do you think about that? Okay, I think it's involved in or involved. Okay. Okay, here we go. The vocabulary about this topic. Any questions here? Okay. Okay. Expressions, idioms, propositions, derivatives, synonyms, and antonyms. The word similarity. Okay. Here, similarity is an antonym. Important question. Antonym means opposite. Similarity is the opposite of commodity, availability, variety, responsibility. Okay. Variety is the opposite. Yeah, very good. variety. Okay, teaching young children is concerned and rewarding job. Challenging, okay, or unchallengeable, I think. Good. Challenge. Challenging here, صعب أو متحدي. It's very kind of you to care your old parents. To care in or at or by or for. Care for. Okay. Ali has improved his since he joined the summer camp. His behavior, behaved, improved his behavior. سلوكه. Samira is very interested medicine and wants to be a doctor. Interested, to, of, for, in. Interested in. My father really agrees with the idea that women can have children and job at the same time. The same time. Okay? What do you think? In the same time or at the same time? Okay? To or of, in or at or with or of. What do you think? At the same time. في نفس الوقت. Good. At the same time. My mother insists that we all should bath before going to bed. Have, give, do, device. Have a bath. When Nahla finished university, she's gonna to apply a job abroad. Apply with, for, to, or at. Apply for. The word guarantee is similar in meaning to the word guarantee, insure, injury, health, inquiry. Insure. Third part, comparative phrases. We use this comparison between people, things. We use a group of expressions that show if the two things or two persons are equal, or there is a difference between the adjective between them. Number one, exactly the same plus noun as. Okay. Your bag is exactly the same as my bag. When they are equal in the same or two things, is exactly, I use exactly the same as. Your bag is exactly the same color as my bag. We add here color. Ola is as old as Hala. As old has equal between two adjectives. They are exactly the same age. We use exactly the same age. My father does exactly the same job as your father. The same job. Okay. Number two, we have almost as plus adjective plus as. Slightly plus comparison plus than. We use this kind to show the difference is not big or slightly between two people or two persons or two things. I am almost as tall as my brother. We are almost as good as math as you. The trip to New Zealand is slightly more expensive than the trip to Brazil. Okay. Number three, far, comparison, and then. In this part, we use it to show the difference is big, or there a big difference between two persons or two things. In my opinion, working on a farm is far more interesting than counting plants. Okay, checkpoint here. Choose the correct answer from A, B, C, or D. Raham thinks that her friend is than her, slightly prettier, more pretty, more prettier, as pretty. Okay, يبقى slightly prettier than her. My house is exactly as my neighbors. Exactly wide, wider, the same width, the same wide, but the same wide here. Okay, Toyota is number three, fast as Bicho. Almost, almost as, exactly, slightly as. But almost as fast as Bicho. Wood is than gold, but in some cases it is more useful. As cheap, more cheaper, cheapest, far cheaper. Okay. يبقى far cheaper. Okay. Having water in the desert is far having money, although they are both useful. Is more important than. Okay. The last thing we have past habits. We have always, often, usually every day when I was young, I always walked to school. I used to have a bike, but now I don't. My father used to be a teacher, but now he is a manager in a big company. I used to play for the school team on Fridays when I was a student. Ask was didn't, subject used to, negative didn't, used to, plus have a mobile phone when I was young. We use used to express about something was true, but now they aren't true. This building is now a furniture shop. It used to be a cinema. Jeans used to come only in blue. Now you can buy them in any colors. Used to plus infinitive, but now plus present simple. He used to sleep early, but now he sleeps late. Okay. Okay. We can answer this part as homework and choose this the correct answer from A, B, C, or D. You can check all of these answers. I will give it to you, and thank you for watching, and have a nice time.